All right, joining us here at the Media Center here at Gainesville Raceway is your top fuel winner of the 56th annual Amalie Motor Oil Gatornationals, defending world champion Antron Brown, who went 3.673 at 333 miles an hour to pick up the win today. His 81st career win, second career win at Gainesville, the first one coming in 2013, and now giving him 8 straight round wins dating back to last year. Antron, challenging day. Obviously, we started early, weather, and to come back and post these times, 0:32 in the semis, 0:35 in the championship round. You guys laid down a 3:67 in the championship round. That says a lot just about the team to battle through all that and get the victory. How thrilled are you with this one today?
Oh man, this is what we've been shooting for. One thing is that you go against Sean Langdon with Brian Hughes in that Coletta team, or you go against AJ with Doug Coletta.
Yeah.
They're a powerhouse team, brother. They drop low ET, and that's what we've been preparing all off season for. Like they always had the performance like Brittany has, and Steve Torrance has. There's a lot of cars out here. Clay Milliken has a lot of cars that can drop mid to low 60s, and that's one thing I know Bryant was very adamant about. He goes, we can race with anybody on race day, especially when it gets warm, hot, tricky. It gets good. We don't shoot ourselves in the foot. Like, we're just methodical. They are very methodical at racing. That's what Brian Karate is. And then Brad there at the helm, where they're just been working on it, man. And this offseason, their main game plan was we need to pick our package up where we can run and qualify number one, like we did this race, and go out there and drop low ET in the final round like we just did. And we just want to let people know that, we're here to play. We're very competitive, and we want to have a shot. And we're making a run like that in the final, and you have to be on time. Justin Ashley has picked the whole class up like that, where 30s and 40s are going to become the norm. Yeah. You know what I mean? And Langdon did his homework. Steve did his homework. Steve came out 44 light. And the thing about it is that all the teams went back this offseason, and they put the work in. They're not talking about it, they're being about it, and the fans are seeing it. We just, we struggled through the first few rounds or so till the track came around because of all the rainy weather, but once that happened, and once we got through the first round eliminations and we came back, the track just definitely made a turn for the better, and you can see running those ETs that we did in that final round.
Let's open up the questions, start with Bobby Ben, Competition Plus.
Antron, what was going through your mind in that first round, seeing everything that was going on ahead of you? And Brian Karate was none too pleased up there either. What was it in your mind? I mean, I know you got to be cool, but that's...
Well, when I looked at the track and I saw the competitors in front of you got to remember, when we get in the cars, we're like gladiators, right? We don't know any better. We're just the nuts behind the steering wheel, loose nuts. They got to tighten this up every once in a while, right? So when we go up there, I'm just looking at it through my past experience and go, all right, look, the track is weak. When I did my burnout, I saw all the bald spots in it. Okay, I saw the bare concrete, rubbers coming right off the racetrack. And I'm like, all right, well, man, should I leave with my hand on the brake? That's what I'm telling myself, but I didn't. I was like, no, I better not do that, because then it might slow it down too much and do some different stuff. And then I said, all right, well, I just got to be ready for it. So as soon as I hit the gas pedal, I was ready for any rattle that I felt. You didn't even see smoke come off my tires. I felt the rattle before it spun. And as soon as I felt that rattle, there's one of those things in your mindset where you go, all right, what do you do? You know what I mean? Like the track, that's where the experience come in, where I'm always not patient. I'm very anxious, where I'm always quick to catch it, but I'm really quick to get back on the gas pedal because I want to recover quicker to get the deal. But when those incidents come in, you got to be able to pause yourself and be very slow to react. And that's what I did. I literally was slow to react, and when I came back on the pedal, if you can look at the video, I didn't even push the pedal all the way down. I literally cracked them open like you do a burnout. And I kept it there until the car got momentum before I rolled all the way into it. If you saw me, it was like, oh, and I went right down the racetrack. And then once I heard Chris on the side of me where she started dealing, I heard her go, whoop, whoop, whoop. And I heard the second one. I'm like, I ain't even let off yet. We good to go. Just don't shut off, car. Don't shut off. Don't pop the chutes. Don't pop the blower. And it didn't, and we made it through. We're like, all right, we got through that one. And then we're like, man. Then we're in the pit like, we just got to get the track back. We got to get the track ready. So that's what's going through my mind, and that's we were able to handle that round. And Brian always told me, he says, AB, patience. Sometimes being quick is your enemy.
Follow up. Every round you raced today was tough, but did that one take it to another whole nother level?
Well, for sure, man. It's the first race out. We're in the show, and the main thing in this competition, you want to get past first round. Like, that's the main thing in Top Fuel right now. It's getting past first round so you can try to get in the groove, because every one of your first round matchups are always a monster matchup. Crystal was number 16, but they weren't even making full runs. We know they're a car that's capable of running a 72, 74. And if they get it all right, they can run 70 flat, because we saw it with Spencer, 70 flat, 71. So you can't take them lightly. We race them just like anybody else. And then when you go up there and you feel your car lose traction, you're like, oh, Lord, they might just be going down the racetrack. They go down the racetrack, you're gone. So that was nerve-wracking. And then after that, when we came back, we saw the track come around. We just went back to business like normal.
Jeff?
You lost Mark Oswald last year. Would you have expected to come back so soon with such a dominant performance after that?
Kev, to answer your question honestly, yes, absolutely. And the reason why is because when Mark was here for all these years, we knew Mark was leaving at the beginning of the year. But besides that, we were already like planting the seed, and we were growing our young talent that was underneath him. Brad's been underneath Mark for all the years. So he knew exactly everything that Mark did. And Mark has trained him and taught him like for years. Like, we've been together with Oswald since 2009 till last year. So, and then Chris Watson came in as our car chief, and he's been understudying underneath Brad. So now we raised the crop where we knew what we had to do. And then Brian and Brad always had a great relationship. So we had the chemistry always there. The thing that we missed the most about Mark is the eyeballs and the MacGyverness that he has. Like, we might be in a little trouble when we need to conjure something up in a trailer and whip out a widget or gadget to put on the car to fix a problem that we're having. So, but we got Brandon that came in over from Forces. That was Brittany's car. He's very mechanical, and he's a good machinist. So we got a lot of good parts and pieces where people that can carry the slack now.
On Friday, I asked you about your team's ability to find these consistent runs to be the team to be. Today in the semifinals, you guys were in a mad rush to the staging lanes because you guys had to swap engines between rounds, and even then you guys still ran a 75 in the semifinals. What does that speak to your team's consistency, that even when their backs against the wall, they're still able to put down these heaters of a run?
The thing about it is I saw a lot last year with our guys. You know, we went through a lot of different deals where things happened. We had a time circ come loose in the side of the block, so the main stud came out and we couldn't fix it. So we had the car almost all the way back together, and we had to take it all out. So it made us really late where I got strapped in the car. But the thing about it is not one of them wavered. None of them was shaking. They just kept on working steady all the way to the staging lanes. And then everybody's like, AB, like, you know, nobody, we all know what we have to do. I didn't go, nobody had to go, AB, you all right? I didn't go, Brian, you all right? We just kept our head down and said, all right. Once we got the car started, everything went out the window. We smelled the roses and blew out the candles, bro, like we always do. Just, and once everybody did that, I knew we're back in business. We wanted to run better than 75. We wanted to repeat our 72, but we found a couple other things that plagued us on that run right there that did it, and we were able to correct that for the final, of course.
Jerry?
Jerry Jordan picking the tire side net. So you took Bobby through your first lap, your first pass earlier. What's it mentally for you going down the track? Like, how do you process? I can't change lanes in 3 seconds. You know, you're processing this track and letting off the pedal and everything. How can you make that happen? Explain it to people that don't know what you do.
Well, that comes with experience. It's just that many laps that we put in these cars, your mind just starts slowing it down. Your muscle memory does everything on its own, and for me, it's just like I always think about where I'm at. I'm not thinking about pedaling the car before I leave the starting line, because then you won't cut it light. So I cut a light, and then as soon as I feel something in your butt, like these cars are very sensitive. When they shake the tires, you know. It's like you can't see, and sometimes you can like you rouse your mind, get headaches and everything else, and then you have to, and you gotta know how to let off and when to get back on. And the main thing is you learn from experience. When you get your car sideways a couple times, you're like, oh, that was too quick. I did that wrong. And the main thing when those instances comes up for all the people out there listening is to be patient and just slow. Like, you don't want to be quick. Let off, let the car calm down, and then roll into it. And that's a hard deal to do. Because trust me, I've been doing it for years. I still can't get it right half the time.
Antron, last thing is looking at this class, knowing you said 30s, 40s, 50s, you're gonna have to win in this class. Looking ahead to Phoenix and the start of the season, I mean, it seems like it's just like game on for everyone in this class this year.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And you got to see, we got to get them at the right time and when you get them and what they do. And it's going to be the team that can keep it up the most,
Yeah.
plain and simple. Like every team out there has the ability to win a race. Sean Reed proved it. Josh Hart proved it at our shootout race. And then you come here, look at the field, how it qualified from number 8 to number 1, all in the 69s, was it?
Mhm.
69 to 68. That just shows you how tough it is right now. So, with it being said, it's going, all right, well, the probability problem is who can do it the most efficient and who can do it the most. And I like the way my team's rolling, and I like our odds, and we just got to keep keeping our head down and pushing.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Antron Brown, your top fuel winner here in Gainesville.
Thank you.